Here's how easy it is to give your business its own automated secretary. First, go to projectsecretary.net. Click Set up your secretary. For the quickest setup, enter your website or business name. Project Secretary will use that information to automatically create the first version of your secretary. Alternatively, you can choose guided setup and choose your business type manually. I'm actually going to create a secretary for Project Secretary, so I'll enter the website we're already on and click Next. Your secretary is now being created behind the scenes. While that's happening, let me quickly explain what it can do. When you sign up, you receive £10 of free test credit, so you can try real calls and adjust your settings before adding any payment details. We won't ask for payment until your free balance has been used. After that, calls cost around 50p per handled minute. For businesses with higher call volumes, we can look at lower pricing to make sure it works commercially. Out of the box, your secretary can answer inquiries, collect customer or job details, and send alerts to you by text and email. Okay, my secretary has now been created. You can call this number from your phone and test it straight away. I'll continue into the quick setup area of the portal and we'll give it a call in a moment. This is where you can review the main settings Project Secretary has created for you. If you enter a website or business name, we'll pre-fill as much information as we can find. First, we have your business hours, so your secretary can tell callers when you're open. Then we have the main call settings, including your greetings, business overview, voice, call recording, and whether callers can naturally interrupt your secretary during a conversation. You can add email addresses and phone numbers for alerts. These alerts are sent when something important happens, such as a new inquiry, booking request, or work item. Then we have the knowledge bank. This is where you can add information about your business that your secretary can use during calls. For example, you might add information about callback times, services, pricing, areas covered, emergency availability, or anything callers commonly ask about. The caller doesn't need to ask the question using the exact same wording. As long as the information is in your knowledge bank, your secretary can find it and respond naturally. Let's try this by adding a question and answer about identity verification. That way, if a caller asks whether Project Secretary can verify customers, our secretary can provide an informed answer. We'll also add a couple of tags to make the information easier to find during a call. You'll then get a few more opportunities to test your secretary from inside the setup portal. These setup test calls do not come out of your free £10 test balance. So let's give it a test. I'll call from the browser and we'll see the live call appear on the screen.
Hello, you've reached Project Secretary. How can I assist you today?
Hi there. We're a law firm and we're getting hundreds of calls daily. We need a solution that can take a good portion of those calls each day. Is that something that Project Secretary is capable of?
Let me check that for you, and I'll explain what's possible. Project Secretary is designed to answer calls, capture what the caller needs, and trigger next steps like summaries, alerts, and work items, so it can handle a portion of many daily inbound calls.
Okay, well, that sounds like it could be a good fit. One major thing that we require is being able to verify a customer during a call. Is that something that it can do?
Let me quickly check what's documented about verification during calls. Yes, identity assurance is listed as a supported capability. And there's also support for deeper integrations into systems like CRMs or customer databases, if your verification needs require that. If you'd like to explore this further, I can help take a message for follow up.
Yes, please.
Great. Could you say your first and last name for me so I can make sure the details are recorded correctly?
Sure, no problem. It's Killian Callahan.
Thanks. I have the name Killian Callahan. That is Killia.
No, so it's begins with a C and Callahan doesn't have a G.
Thanks for the correction. I have Killian Callahan now. That is Cillian and Callahan. Is that correct?
Yeah, perfect.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, that's everything. Thanks very much.
I'll close the call now. Thanks for calling. Have a nice day.
If we check our emails, we can now see that a new inquiry has arrived. If you've configured a phone number, you'll also receive the alert by text, making it easy to follow up with the customer. Once you're happy with everything, you can enter the full portal. At this point, you'll be asked whether you want to set up call forwarding. This is how you connect your existing business phone number to your secretary. Simply choose your network or phone provider, and we'll show the instructions for forwarding missed calls to your project secretary number. Usually, this is just a case of dialing a forwarding code from your phone. If you're not ready to do that yet, you can close this step and return to it later. So that's how simple it is to create your own automated secretary. From the full portal, you can view your calls, adjust your settings, add more business information, manage alerts, monitor usage, handle bookings, and continue improving how your secretary handles different conversations. You can also create custom processes, allowing your secretary to manage different types of calls and integrate with the systems and tools your business already uses. And if you need help, we can set everything up with you. We work closely with businesses to create tailored call flows, processes, and system integrations. You can contact us at info@projectsecretary.net or submit a ticket through the help section of the portal. We'll help get you up and running as quickly as possible. Start today at projectsecretary.net.